en español hay dos, bueno, hay muchas, ¿no? Pero hay dos series muy famosas que además te enseñan mucho sobre la cultura española, aparte de expresiones, slang y todo esto. Los Serrano y Aquí no hay quien viva. Son dos series. Los Serrano y Aquí no hay quien viva. Que son como comedias, pero es sobre, una es sobre una familia española con muchos hijos de distintos padres, madre y padre, ¿no? Que se juntan y el padre tiene hijos y la madre tiene hijos.
Okay.
Separados.
Mixed family.
Yeah, so it's a mixed family from different. Y se ve como cada uno de sus cosas, sus problemáticas, sus historias, y se ve mucho la cultura española. Y la otra es Aquí no hay quien viva, que es sobre just a block of neighbors.
Okay.
Block of neighbors talking about like everybody without their whole different story going on. So you can see like how do you say, like a stroke of everything, you know, like a stroke of everything from every single piece of the Spanish culture and the Spanish society.
Yeah.
People from different statuses, and it's a lot of fun too.
They're series? Both of them are
both
series?
series.
Okay.
Really long too. So there's a lot of episodes. They are old series. I mean, they are maybe they started 15 years ago or something.
Okay.
But still, I think for me, for people learning Spanish, I think it's perfect because it uses a lot of, like this one, like this show, okay, it's good to learn like actual Spanish, like the words, how they are perfectly, because usually the characters speak really, not formal, but everybody pronounces the way Spanish is supposed to be pronounced, right?
Not like Andalucía.
Exacto. Pero en Aquí no hay quien viva, por ejemplo, como hay tantos personajes, cada uno tiene su acento, ¿no? Su forma de decir las cosas, expresiones distintas. Gente, older people, younger people like in their 30s, 40s, gay people, a lot of different stuff. So you get a glance of everything.
Yeah, a better picture.
A better picture, yeah. Eso para los que estéis, for those who are trying to learn Spanish here in Spain, I recommend those two shows, Los Serrano y Aquí no hay quien viva, para que tengáis.
¿Hija?
A ver esta.
Le pasa algo a la niña, porque no sé.
Pero bueno, Oye, no se te olvide comprar el pan.
Okay. Esto es otra. Comprar el pan. ¿Tú te has fijado en España? La gente le encanta el pan, ¿no?
Yes.
People love bread.
And only fresh bread. Like, you guys are really picky about your bread. Like, if it's a day old, I know Spanish people are like, oh no, that bread is, el pan es de ayer. Ese pan es de ayer. I'm like, yeah, so what? You guys won't eat it.
Yeah. Eso te lo dice el murciano, tu novio el murciano te lo dice eso.
Yeah.
No le gusta el pan.
Hombre, el pan ahora sí, pero él nota así como algo de bollería desde ayer y yo digo, pues yo no lo iba a
No
notar.
notas tanto, ¿no? Claro.
No, un día no, maybe 2 o 3, pero...
Es verdad.
It's like a skill. I don't
es
know.
como tenemos, we taste it when it's 24 hours old.
Yeah.
Bread. Pero a ti te gusta, por ejemplo, si tienes pan de ayer, ¿te gusta calentarlo en la sartén para que coja un poco más crunchy?
Yo lo tosto.
Lo tuestas, ¿no? Un poco, sí.
Casi siempre, en verdad, porque me gusta un poco tostado.
Tostadito, ¿no?
Yeah.
Claro. Si el pan, no sé qué pasa, igual que los Asians love rice, Spanish people love bread.
Yeah.
Porque los americanos no, los americanos es más pasta, ¿no? ¿Le gusta?
Yeah, hombre, nos gusta mucho el pan por sándwiches, ¿no?
Pues sí,
comemos muchos
sándwiches.
sándwiches y si quieres comerte una hamburguesa con pan también,
Claro.
pero...
El bun, ¿no?
Creo que hay más pasta, en general, más pan. Es que compramos también el pan Bimbo, como no compramos pan fresco cada día, eso se ve de pijos por ahí.
Claro.
Entonces,
claro.
Es un poco distinto. Me gusta más el pan aquí, es más rico.
Claro,
pero...
es más fresco, sí.
Sí, pero hay más pasta, yo creo.
Allí se come mucho los noodles.
Noodles, yeah. But we say noodles for like pasta.
Fideos en
Yeah.
España, sí, los fideos.
But like fideos and pasta.
It's the same. It's really the same.
Right?
It's really the same.
Yeah, noodles, pasta, spaghetti. Well, spaghetti is usually long, but
No, but actually, I think the paste is made out. Usually made of the same stuff, no? Because it's gluten and it's like a mixture of wheat gluten or some kind of combination of
Yeah, I think it's
wheat,
pretty
so-
much the same.
I mean, the only difference maybe it's like the spices, because if you buy noodles with different stuff, then you get different flavors. Like I'm talking like those express, like those 1 minute noodles that you can.
Cup of noodles?
Cup of noodles. Yeah.
Cup of noodles,
Those
yeah.
cup of noodles.
I think if you say noodle, maybe you think more Asian dishes, and if you say pasta, I think more of an Italian, like spaghetti.
Yeah.
But really, it's I always just use both of them.
Yeah. We love carbs here in Spain. I don't know if it's because Argentinians though they are way more. The thing I like about Argentinians is the meat, the beef.
No, el asado.
El asado.
Yeah.
El asado, los asados argentinos. Aquí hay uno, se llama Che Bolú.
Sí, yo
¿Lo
fui
conoces tú?
varias veces.
Buenísimo, ¿verdad?
Sí, mi padre hace mejor, pero Che Bolú no está mal.
Tu padre lo hace buenos
Yeah,
asados,
my
¿no?
dad is an asado king.
Claro.
Yeah.
Hombre, con 14 hermanos, ¿no?
Bueno, él ya estaba en Estados Unidos, ya con, ¿sabes? 16 ya estaban más o menos separados, pero
Claro.
lleva 40 años haciendo
asados. O sea, que tiene su
Yeah.
experiencia, ¿no? Con los
Yeah,
asados.
he makes good asado.
Que los asados bien hechos, eso está buenísimo, tío. O sea, a mí me encanta el beef y el chicken, es lo que más me gusta a mí de las comidas en general.
Yeah.
Por eso yo viví con Indians y pakistaníes en Barcelona just for a few months. And it was crazy because they had like so many different flavors, but they always use the same stuff. It's just the spices.
Yeah.
So they always use chicken and beef, but they had like maybe 50 spices.
Yeah.
And depending on the way they arrange the spices, it tasted different.
You know what? It frustrates me because I try everything like at least once food-wise. And I cannot get into Indian food. I've tried it like 3 or 4 times. Everybody loves it, and I just can't do it. And it's the only
It's
food.
strong. It's a strong flavor.
But you know, I've literally eaten insects, and I've enjoyed them. And I can't.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't eat Indian food. I've eaten like brains. You know, I've eaten so many weird things, and I've enjoyed them. And I cannot get into Indian food. And you know, it's frustrating.
Brains. Okay, I think we need to put a stop on that brain part.
Okay, I've only tried lamb brain once.
Who was the privileged guy who? Well, I mean,
shared it with me? No. Actually, it was interesting. I did some volunteer work at a Native American Navajo camp area, and as a thank you, they sacrificed a lamb in front of us, and then they cooked it, and they eat like all different parts of it. And one of my friends, I was like 16 at the time, said he'd give me $1 if I tried the brains, so I did it.
Okay, that was your first brain.
That was my only time I've eaten brains of any kind.
That's hilarious.
But I you know, I've done that, and I just. Although Indian food is tastier than brains, I will say, definitely.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would eat brains though. I don't know. I mean, even if they pushed me, I think I would be grossed out.
Yeah, it was like eating tasteless mashed potatoes.
Tasteless mashed potatoes.
Yeah, because it didn't really have a taste. It was white and very mushy and bland.
But because it was very boiled.
I think so.
It was really, really boiled, no?
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense. Because if it was like maybe hard to munch on, I would just spit it out.
Yeah, if it was chewy or something.
If it was chewy or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like when you cook like chicken for not enough time and it's chewy.
Ugh.
That feeling, but knowing that it's brains,
Yeah.
I'll say, oh yeah, and it's way too chewy for me. There's brains.
It's just like thinking about it, which is like with the insects.
Okay,
Minutes.
I want to hear about that, about the insects. What kind of insects was it? Like a big one or?
Yeah, so I did some backpacking in Southeast Asia, and I was in Vietnam, and we went to a restaurant that served insects. So it was like a really nice restaurant. You sat on the floor, and they brought them out. So I was with a group of people. We shared crickets, grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers? What is that? What was
Saltamontes.
Saltamontes, esos
Yeah.
grasshoppers. Hostia, esa es buena, sí.
And then cicadas.
So
So chicharras. I think you say. And
Sí.
scorpion.
Grillos, ¿no? Creo que son grillos. No, chicharras, sí.
Las que hacen el ruido.
Sí, cri, 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 cri.
No, las que hacen el ruido en el verano muy, muy fuerte de los árboles.
Ah.
Cri, que es cricket.
Es crickets, esos son crickets, sí.
Chicharras son las grandes.
Sí, chicharras. Pero aquí no hay chicharras, ¿no?
Sí,
¿Hay
sí.
chicharras?
No sé si lo llamas algo diferente, pero los hay.
Vale.
Bueno, no sé si en Málaga, pero en Murcia sí lo...
En Murcia, ¿no? En el monte, claro, los montes.
Yeah.
Cuando está en una zona de calor y tal.
But
Sí.
anyway, crickets are really good.
Y de hecho, grasshoppers.
Yeah, one word. Together, and then
Ok.
H-O-P-P.
Esa es buena. Ah,
Double P and
yeah.
hoppers.
Grasshopper. Esos son saltamontes. Después ha dicho crickets. Y después ha dicho... what's the other one?
Cicadas. C-I-C-A-D-A-S. I think...
Like this?
That looks really scientific.
Cicadas.
I would spell it C-I-C-A, but I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah.
Cicadas.
I mean, I've seen this.
Something like that.
Something like this. Yeah. Okay, but it's pronounced cicadas.
Yeah.
It's pronounced cicadas. Okay, I see. That's cool.
I think so.
Okay, so you ate grasshoppers.
Yes.
How many of them?
Oh, I don't know. You would just eat them with chopsticks.
Okay,
so-
but I guess it was fried. It was fried. No?
Yeah, they're fried,
and
fried.
maybe with sauce.
Yeah, they have some spices and stuff, so it's kind of like it's like eating potato chips. It tasted like
It's
eating
like
potato
crunchy?
chips.
It's really
Crunchy, yeah. You don't no meat, so it's just crunchy. The only weird thing is like looking at it before you eat it, and because it looks like a cricket or a grasshopper.
Yeah, you know what they say? I read that in the I'm talking maybe 10, 20 years from now, they're thinking that meat is gonna be so because of overpopulation, meat consumption is gonna be regulated way more than it is right now.
Okay.
So not everyone is gonna be able to have meat. So like the consumption of insects is gonna become way more widespread. Like on the civilized world, like in
Yeah.
Europe and America. Because right now there are some places in Asia where they do eat it, and it's sort of okay, but not so much in Europe or America,
Yeah.
or North America. But they say that maybe when they start regulating the consumption of meat, so like the equivalent of cheap meat will be insects.
Yeah,
in the
I've
future.
heard that, and also I've heard they're more sustainable, like
Of course, yeah.
in terms of just protecting our earth in the future and things like that. And I think I read one study, I don't know if it was technically a study or a theory, that if we just replace like red meat with insects, we would solve world hunger. Like it would just be enough to like
Most
harvesting
likely.
insects, to feed everyone. I mean, I don't think we'll ever reach that point because humans are a little selfish, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pro eating insects.
Yeah.
They're fried.
You know, I don't know. I would have to try. I mean, I would have to see myself in a situation where I don't know. I guess I would have to see like a good reward. Like eating insects for no reason. I don't know. Because I to be honest, I'm easily grossed out. I'm easily grossed out. Like, okay, just for the fun, I would probably do it. But I would have to see myself, okay, this is like a unique experience. You're never going to have this chance. But like maybe with the perfect blending of sauces and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Probably in the situation that you did try it out, I would try it out. But like if you came today, hey, Rafa, you know what? I have a bag of crickets right here. You know?
No, you wouldn't. It'd be great podcast material, I feel like.
Probably. You know what? Bring one of those bags next week. Let's see if we can try it out live.